Oh, come on, this guy again?
Christian here with cheap beat up Elvis vinyl. Well, this today is kind of a part two of our recent Mississippi trip. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to the viewers who sent in really nice comments on the last video. I really appreciate it. Seems like everybody likes Daisy. She's not here with me right now. She's in the front room, conked out. She had a big day today. She traveled with the future ex-wife all the way across the lake and spent the day at a grandparent's house. And you know how that can be. So it was a day full of playing and running and treats, and she is passed out now. Seems a couple of people also like the future ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? And I want to send a special thank you to one of the viewers who wrote, "Hey, Christian, is fine, man. You do it your way." And I was thinking about it. Regrets, I've had a few. But then again, too few to mention. I think you see where this is going. You know the rest, saying amongst yourselves. Now, when we last left off, we went to the beautiful record show over in Diamond Head, Mississippi. Then we cruised on over to Ocean Springs to hit Maynard's Records. And that's where we pick up the story today, kids. So one thing that I didn't mention last time, when I went to the record show, my buddy David LeBrake, who put on the show and has his great Sobros Records in Bay St. Louis, he had been holding a couple things for me. These beautiful video discs, laser discs, Select Division video discs. He had 4 of these he had for me. He had contacted me a while back and he had them, and I said, hold them. Venmo'd him some money, and I got to pick them up. Blue Hawaii, these things are great. Look how big they are. I reckon you put them in the player and this thing probably opened up and something came out of it. Back has photos and kind of the information that you would normally have on the back of a VHS tape is printed right here. Here's one thing that I really thought was cool. Of course, Blue Hawaii came out in 1961 and was a monster hit. And this guy right here, Harvey Elliott, is writing this little synopsis of the movie. And he ends it here and he says, Blue Hawaii introduces an Elvis far removed from the brooding youth he portrayed in his earlier films. This is a confident Presley, loose, funny, and one step ahead. I got Blue Hawaii, the 68 special. I really like this logo here. They should have used that one more. I mean, they used variations of it, but I really like it. Back has like lots of nice pictures. And this is a sticker, but it's really, it's thin, but it has texture to it. It's a nice quality product. I like it. Next up, Elvis Aloha from Hawaii. I really like this logo too. I think it works really well with the Hawaiian theme. However, I do think they should have had a little stroke around it, just a little outline around it. Maybe dark yellow, because you see how the yellow kind of fades into that white of the Elvis? I think it needed a little outline there. Back is really nice. And the last one is Viva Lost Wages. You notice Elvis Presley and Margaret. The only time that happened. This one's really nice. Nice pictures. Really, really pretty. Not so much up here. over here, right in this area, right here. It's extremely pretty, very pretty. I mean, Elvis, you look nice, but this is very pretty, this area of the cover right there. Very attractive cover is what I'm trying to say. And Mogrock. Oh. So we left the record show. We headed on over to Maynard's Music. We touched on that in the last video. And we were ready to head out from there. I said, hey, didn't you tell me that there's a place around here that Elvis used to stay? And he said, yeah. I said, where is it? He said, it's right across the lake. I said, well, can I go in? And he said, yeah. So I said, okay. So we went outside, and it was a beautiful day. The lake was nice and calm. Slight little breeze. It was cool. It was a beautiful fall day. So I gathered up the crew, the future ex-wife and Daisy, all aboard the SS Minnow. Let's go. Okay, nice and calm, beautiful day. Wait, starboard. No, I'm starboard, you're aft. Straight. Just straighten it out. Okay, good. Ow, you said this would be fun. Hey, you got Daisy? How's my hair look? So we heard a story that Elvis Presley stayed here at the Gulf Hills Motel. Turns out it's true. See if we can take a look at it. Oh, look what I got here. Beautiful book. Elvis at 21. This is great. These Alfred Wertheimer photos are the best Elvis photos. Let's take a look around. So Gulf Hills was built in 1927. The rumor is that it was built to provide entertainment for Chicago mobster Al Capone, who owned some property nearby. Now in 1950, it became a dude ranch for all the dudes and dudettes. Elvis started coming here in the 50s. Here he is with the owner of Gulf Hills. This guy's name is Dick Waters. He owned it until 1962. Elvis's favorite place to stay was Villa Number 9. They had some lakeside villas in those days. And that was his favorite because it was by the lake and it was a little secluded, so it had some security and privacy. Elvis would ride the horses, and Elvis liked to ski there. All the outdoor type stuff. Here he is after one of his excursions into the water. Now, around that time, Elvis was dating a young lady from the area named June Juanico. That's her on the horse next to Elvis. I don't know the names of the horses. Just unidentified horses. Photobombing Elvis and June Juanico. Horses always think it's about them. Now, in July of 1956, a young lady was there with her mother. She was 17 years old. They were in the dining room eating, and Elvis unexpectedly walked in. The 17-year-old girl was stunned. She dropped her spoon into her soup, and it splashed. Elvis came over and apologized profusely for interrupting their dinner. So the young girl was so enamored with Elvis. Of course she knew who he was. She convinced her mom to take a couple of photos on their way out. One of the things Elvis used to do was there was a lounge there called the Pink Pony, and Elvis would go in there and play the piano and entertain his friends. So that lady snapped these two photos right here on her way out. Now, if you look closely at this picture, I think that this young lady right here, that might be June Juanico. How fantastic, though. Elvis just playing on the piano in the lounge. Everybody having a great time. This is what Gulf Hills looks like today. Beautiful golf course. Now, Elvis's Villa Number 9 was destroyed in 1969 when Hurricane Camille ripped through that area. And the piano was damaged, had to be restored. You can see now it's painted a different color. It's kind of grayish now. The staff there was super nice. I walked in, I said, "This may seem odd, but did Elvis Presley used to stay here?" And she said, "Yeah, he sure did." And she said, "Yeah, he used to stay in number 9, but it's gone now. But we have a Love Me Tender suite upstairs, you know." And I said, "Great." She said, "Yeah, in the other room is a piano he used to play." I said, "Really? Can I see it?" She said, "You can play it." So we walked back there, and there was the piano just sitting there. Nobody in the room. Kind of a dining area. She said, "That's it." She said it got restored because it got busted up in one of the storms, parts of it. You could see it had been repainted. And she said, "Go ahead, play it." She left. So I sat down at the piano that Elvis had played. And thousands of people since him, I'm sure, have played it. But I sat there, looked at it, felt it. Did have a kind of cool little vibe coming off of it. I'm not a piano player. I'm a guitar player. So I dinkled around on it a little bit. But I mostly just kind of took it in. Well, this is the piano that was here when Elvis stayed here. And he played this piano. Love me tender, love me true. Playing the piano that Elvis played. Awesome. So we started off Saturday morning thinking we were going to a record show and a couple of record stores. And just on a whim, we ended up going to a place where Elvis used to stay and playing a piano that he used to play. Not bad for a Saturday down south. Thank you, Elvis.
Okay, fine.